Okay, let us continue with the discussion. We are now on G7 Guide Science Classification. G7 is what we call service science. Application: generally, service science shall be rectangular in shape, generally with long axis horizontal. They should have white lettering or white legend on blue background. It may be fully reflectorized, okay? So that if the service is available for use by night. The lettering of service sign shall have a minimum size of 120 mm. Okay. Lettering 120 mm and should be series D or E. Some of the typical service signs are shown as G7-1, G7-2, as shown in this picture. Okay. Service sign. Okay. Service center. So we have what? About 2 kilometers from here. We have restaurant. What is this? Bay and gas station. Okay. So way bridge. So I am not familiar with the symbol. I'm not familiar with the symbol, but it is bay. So it may inform us of what? Of service center. Because service center, okay, because service center really has what? B1, B2, B3 for what? Servicing a car or a vehicle. So that is saying we have service center. So actually, the guide information sign is service center. But in that service center, we also have what? Gas station and restaurant. So mainly, this is what? Service center. Okay, you have to service the vehicle. And on G7-2, we have way bridge. So this is for what? Loaded trucks, delivery trucks, so trailers and heavy equipments. Okay, so another is G7-3, okay, which is this one, G7-3 and G7-3A. So it is what? Gas station and restaurant. This is what? Parking. And what? What symbol is this? So it would give us a parking to take a rest, maybe a resting place, restroom, okay? Possibly restroom, okay? Parking and then restroom. Gas and take a snap, no? And I am not 100% sure, but it is possible, no? And also for the service center, that is the most likely meaning. No? So we have what? Park. We have park. And we have what? Parking for trailers and trucks. Okay, parking for turn left 300 meters from this point. We have this. So we have park. This park is having different meaning from this park. No? Parks for what? For with what? With trees, gardens, and tables. This park is for vehicles. Green Hill Shopping Center with arrow. So those are what we call G7 classification of guide information. So next we have several items here. Several items. Hospital, H. So blue background, white legend. So white legend here, hospital. Sometimes only H without the word hospital, but still that is obvious. No? And first aid, ambulance, the cross symbol, okay, and telephone, of course, and gasoline station, parking area. So we are correct. P is for parking and taking a rest. No? So information system, information center. So we have a service center bay, but we also have information center, information box there, no information box. For example, tourist information box. Okay? Okay, very important when you are a tourist. When you are going to other countries, you are tourist in other countries. Very important. You are always looking for information. You're looking for somebody to ask. Okay, you are always looking for that. So camping area, very logical symbol. Caravan site, very logical symbol. Accommodation, hotel, very logical symbol. This is the first time. This is the first time I took notice of this type of symbol. So service center, but with information center. Okay. Then refreshment, of course, logical, restaurant, cafes, rest area, picnic ground. So we are correct. This is a rest area, resting place, because you have to take a rest with what? This is a park, not for park for human, not for vehicles. No, disabled service, litter bin. What else? We have what? Direction of airport. Okay, going to the right, straight ahead, going there. No, direction of airport. Truck parking or trailer. No? So we are correct. Restroom. So we are correct. The symbol there above is not complete, but we are correct to think that that is a restroom. So we can go back to that and take note. Here, this is restroom. So parking, we also have a restroom. Okay. So what is the other one? This one. We have restaurant, information center, service bay, and gas station. So this is information system, information center. First time I took notice of that symbol. Okay. Usually we are correct in our guess. Or what is the meaning of the symbol? Okay. So restroom. So let's go to the next set of guide signs, what we call G8 classification. It is about tourist information and tourist destination signs. So tourist information signs having white legend on brown background may be erected on an arterial road. Okay, we can expect some of this because it is not just only for national road, because these things are national in nature. They are being implemented, worked on by DPWH in connection with Department of Tourism. Okay, they may be erected also as fingerboards at the last junction with an access road leading directly to the place of tourist interest. Tourist information signs are not intended to replace normal direction signs to establish tourist areas. However, they may be incorporated into normal direction sign panel, but with a brown background to distinguish its tourist interest. Tourist destination signs are designed similar to other directional signs with legends and capital lettering with minimum size of 140 dm. Okay. So examples, G8-1, G8-2, G8-3, and G8-4. So we have the following. Fort Bonifacio, going with that arrow, 45 degrees. No? Taal Lake, going to the right. Okay, for G8-2. For G8-3, we have National Museum. Turn right, 300 meters from here. Scenic Lookout, 300 meters on the right. Okay. So, we have the last set of guide signs, what we call G9 classification guide signs, which is pertaining to route markers. Purpose, the identification and general direction of arterial roads and national highways that have significance as true routes can be achieved by the display of route markers showing the number and direction of the route. The route numbers can also be displayed on directional signs indicating the appropriate national highways the motorist is on. The route numbering system can only be successful when the route number is shown on the road maps that are freely available to the motorist. Okay? This chapter provides some basic design and application information for the future implementation. It's not yet implemented, for future reference. Okay? Design. The national highways could be identified by the shield G9-1 that has black numerals and border on reflectorized white marker. Okay. So when erected as individual signs, the size of the shield should be 310 mm by 360 mm on national roads and 410 mm by 480 on expressways. Okay, so two sizes, no? Two sizes. So let us take a look at this signs location. The route markers should be incorporated in the sign where advanced direction signs are erected at intersection or junction. Other route markers are located as follows. Number 1, at the intersection and junctions where motorists need to be assured of the route. Okay. What else? Beyond intersections and junctions before which markers have been incorporated in the directional signs. Beyond all intersection and junctions with important roads to indicate the correct route number of the highway. Fourth, just outside the built-up area leaving a city or town. And rural areas at intervals not less than 8 kilometers. Next, in urban areas at intervals not more than 2 kilometers. So, urban areas, 2 kilometers interval. Rural areas, 8 kilometers interval. Okay. And last, at other locations where reassurance is considered to be desirable. So, let us take a look at the examples. We have G9-1, 95. Okay. G9-2 to the left, G9-3 straight ahead, G9-4, 45 degrees. Okay. We know the meaning. G9-5, okay, G9-6, okay, G9-7, and G9-8, 52. Okay. So these are the last set of guide signs, which are called route markers. Markings. These are for future references. So they are not implemented right now. So lastly, we have G10, Asian Highway Route Markers. So since we are member of Asia, so the Philippines is one of the 32 member countries of UN is capped. Okay? As part of our commitment, route markers and directional signs shall be put up along the Asian Highway. Our country has been assigned the Asian Highway route number 26, AH26. Okay? The route links major seaports and cities in the country, comprising mostly of the Daang Maharlika, which commence from Lawag, Manila, Legazpi, Matnog, Ferry, Allen Tacloban, Liloan, Surigao, Davao, Cagayan de Oro, General Santos, Zamboanga. So meaning from Lawag to Zamboanga. Okay? That is AH26. So that is our national road, AH26. The total length of AH26 is about 3,517 kilometers. Okay, 3,500 kilometers. The main purpose is to identify general direction of arterial roads of the Asian highways that have significance as true routes. The route shield can also be displayed on directional signs to easy identify the route to make the Asian highway route identification more successful. The shield G10-1 should be shown on the road maps that are freely available to motorists. This chapter provides some basic design and application information for the implementation of Asian highway route marking system. Okay. So design when erected as individual sign, the size is 600 mm by 750 mm on national road and 720 by 900 mm on expressway. Kilometer number W8-4 can also be supplemented under the shield to aid the motorist in which point of route is into. Okay. Direction of the arrow on the arrow board will depend on the road or intersection geometry. In rural areas at intervals not exceeding 10 kilometers and not less than 5 kilometers. Okay. In urban areas, intervals 5 kilometers except where reassurance signs have been erected. Those are the design rules, and we have example G10-1, a shield type of sign that is Asian highway route markers. AH26, that is our national road in Maharlika, the Maharlika Highway. Okay, AH26. We are now in kilometer 5. That is our information. Advanced directional signs with route marker shield. Okay. It could be incorporated in a sign where advanced directional signs are erected at an intersection or junction. Locations for advanced directional signs with route marker shield. At all intersections and junctions where motorists need to be assured of the route. Beyond intersection and junction, before which markers have been incorporated in directional signs. Beyond all intersection, just outside the built-up area leaving a city or town. At other locations where reassurance is considered to be desirable. So it is desirable to put up those things, those information in the national road because municipalities are far from one another, and if you misinterpret the information, so you are now on the other or the next town, and it is harder to get back to your rightful way or destination. Okay. So we have the following sample. Monumento straight ahead, Manila, AH26 to the left, and Pateros go to the right. And typical incorporation of AH26 shield on the stock sign G1-1. So we have a shield here. This is the shield or AH26 symbol. Okay. Okay, typical incorporation of AH26 shield on intersection directional sign G2-1. So directional sign with this one. Okay. So we have advanced. So we can incorporate, we can combine this AH26 Asian Highway marker. Okay. Also, like this, no? Here, we have Asian Highway leg marker sign. So Asian Highway sections, Manila to Legazpi City, for example, that is what? 546 kilometers. Okay. And the National Capital Region, Quezon City First Engineering District, kilometer 11 to kilometer 12. We have EDSA, AH26. So EDSA is also part of AH26. At the start of its segment or leg of Asian Highway, a gantry type marker shall be put up comprising of 3 types of overhead signage. 3 types. So we have 4 signages here. What do you mean by 3 types? There are only 3 types. Okay. So this type, and this type. Okay. This type and this type are the same. So this type is with map and with pure information here. This type and this type are actually the same. Okay. The first is G1. This one we have like this. No? So Asian Highway section, we have Lawag to Manila, Manila to Legazpi, Legazpi to Matnog, Matnog by ferry to Allen, Allen to Tacloban, Tacloban to Ormoc, Ormoc ferry to Cebu, Tacloban to Liloan, Liloan ferry to Surigao, Surigao to Davao, Davao to Cagayan de Oro, Davao to General Santos, General Santos to Zamboanga. Okay. So we have G1 as 2. Okay. Describing and having a map with total length of Asian Highway 26 section. So 546 kilometers from Manila to Legazpi City. Okay. With map. This map is not scale. Okay. G1 is 3. So we have what? Enforce the motorist on what jurisdictional region district the next segment is into. National Capital Region, jurisdiction of Quezon City First Engineering District, kilometer 11 to kilometer 12. So, okay, so DPWH, jurisdictional region. So next is informing the motorist on the name of the road ahead and its distance. EDSA. Okay. That is the road ahead. Okay. There is no distance written on this information. AH26 is the name of the national road. Okay. Okay. With that, we are through with the types of. Guide signs and information signs. So G type of markers. Okay. So with that, this is Dr. EYPEI, preaching engineering for nation building.